Today's video is sponsored by UASupporter.com. Show your support for Ukraine by repping some gear. They have clothing, tech stuff, bags, hats, mugs, flags, and more. My personal favorite is the Green Trident t-shirt Zelensky wears. Use my links in the description at the end and get 10% off with free shipping on your order from UASupporter.com. What is going on, everybody? We're starting off with the Kraken unit, liberating a couple towns in the Luhansk region. Alright, the Kraken unit, many of you guys have seen stuff and read stuff about them. They are one of Ukraine's finest. They're a soft element, special operations forces, and they usually take on the toughest battles. So when they appear, that usually means that there's a town that's liberated or something good is happening. And just pay attention to their techniques in this video. They're very well trained. They keep distance. They operate their weapons appropriately. And right here, they're initiating and engaging the Russians. See rocket fire.
Давай, я шмелен отработаю.
Давай, давай. На дорогу смотрите. Вон они. Тише. Братан, у меня есть кабачки, и вот есть здание слева. Давайте здание отработаем.
Alright, also guys, I had to mute part of this video because there's copywritten music in it. But as you can see, they're still making their assault into this village. Remember, this village is in the Luhansk region. This video claims to show parts of a couple towns being liberated. I cannot confirm this, I can only go by what I read. Notice how they're keeping their distance. And another thing about the Kraken unit is they are a combined arms unit. So you'll see even videos of them with drones and drone strikes on Russian soldiers. You can see armors with them. They have access to all kinds of weapons from the Ukrainian military. It's pretty good though. If you notice, this town seems to be in a reasonable shape too, so it's likely the Russians didn't control this town for very long. Generally when they sit in a place, it tends to be absolutely leveled. But you'll see the residential homes here. Obviously this building's going to be blown out for whatever reason. There's a big Z in the side of that. I don't know if that's a KAMAZ. I'm not a Russian vehicle expert. Medic bag in the back of him. Look at those Z's in that door. It's like an outhouse with Z's on it. It's kind of fitting. They got their heavy cow. See, and this is part of what I was talking about before, their combined arms. So there was a little more to this footage that I had to cut out, but it did show a lot of destruction on Russian armor. There's a Russian tank. But drones are absolutely a necessity for any infantry or soft unit. Drones have become the new forward observer, so to speak. Alright, right here they're re-engaging. Awesome video, though. Hopefully they're going to send these guys up into the Bakhmut region here soon, because they're heavy hitters. Russians think of them, as I heard somebody describe it earlier in the week, as the boogeymen. And yes, indeed, they are the boogeymen to the Russians. Much like the Azov battalion was, and is. Alright, this video was filmed in Bakhmut. The scenes in Bakhmut resemble World War II or even World War I scenes. Bakhmut is absolutely devastated. And this guy's a rock star. There is a large amount of Russians firing into this building, including tank rounds. And this guy is he's jamming away by himself here. If you have headphones on, you can hear the rounds, incoming rounds. So he's lighting it up, just spraying. It's about the only thing he can do in this situation. He can't hang out of that window and aim, or else he's going to get taken out. So the combat at this point is so heavy and so close, it's almost a spray and pray environment. And I'm not sure where his teammates are, because he's taking a lot of fire in this building, and I don't see anybody else around, so he might be in a very, very compromised position. Look at that wasteland. It is so sad to see that. It literally looks like World War II. Again, this is Bakhmut. This is the major front right now, where all the Wagner guys are. Russia has thrown a ton of conscripts in that area. In this next video here, we're going to see a huge act of bravery by a Ukrainian soldier. This is also in the Bakhmut region. So their vehicle was just hit. And we're going to see a injured Ukrainian soldier here in a moment. There he is. He's alive and well. He's fine. He's moving good for that kind of hit. And look at his battle buddy running in an open field under fire to rescue him. Pulling him back to cover to save his life. Such an act of heroism. All of this video is muted, but all of this is under fire as well. So that vehicle was hit, and they're following up with active firing. And he ran out there, wide open, in a field, to rescue his buddy. Pulling him down, yep. In the little crater thing there. And his buddy's gonna live now. Risked his life for that. That's awesome. Alright, now we have a this is a good video. Russian tank. And it's gonna run over something that it doesn't want to run over here in a moment. That wasn't it. He was firing around at that point. Boom. Hit a mine. Now, I can't hear the engine running anymore. I do believe the engine was taken out with that blast of the mine. The tank can still run on a little bit of auxiliary power, which you'll see the turret move right there. But it's completely disabled at this point. So these guys better get out of this tank as soon as possible, or else follow-up is coming. You can hear the fighting raging in the background. Yeah, I'm not sure what is taking them so long to get out of this tank. There he goes. All right, guys. I also wanted to thank you. Thank you for watching tonight. I love all you. This is a American MRAP that was attacked by Russians and took it like a champ. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. That's an RPG round sticking in the back of it. Donate to the channel and buy me a coffee. It's in the description. I also have a Telegram channel that I started, which has a lot of uncensored videos on it that many of you will like. The link will also be in the description. That MRAP is a beast. Look at that. It's from Russian rounds. The silencer is now silent.
Вот так вот.